Well, I've had a long-standing relationship with Deborah through business. Been involved with her with United Way as a member of the board of directors of United Way. I've had that opportunity to work with her and be involved with a lot of the things that Deborah's been involved with, and then just in the business community in general. Well, Deborah has the full array of leadership qualities of a good businesswoman. I think that you could go a long time talking about the different leadership qualities that Deborah has. First of all, integrity. I think the integrity that Deborah possesses, she never compromises the organization or herself in any of the business dealings that she's involved with. I've seen experiences where she has had an opportunity to maybe take advantage of opportunities in her work with United Way, but felt that it would not be right from an integrity standpoint, and she has backed away from that. So certainly integrity. Deborah has a real drive. It's impossible to tell Deborah no. She has the ability to create an environment where people want to be with her, they want to work with her, and they want to support her. She has a real passion for what she does. She continues to exhibit that. And I think one of her greatest qualities is that Deborah always solicits input. Deborah wants to get as much input as she can in solving a problem or in making a decision. And probably the most important aspect is she listens to that input that she gets, and then she implements that. So Deborah has all the leadership qualities that you would hope to find in a leader and in a president and CEO of an organization, and certainly Deborah has that in her portfolio of values. Well, I think with Deborah, it's really not a job for her. I think when she's involved in a service organization, it's a way of life, and she lives what she does. She truly sees the value. She sees the benefits that are derived from her work and the work of her organization, and I think that it's more of a way of life for Deborah. I think it just comes natural for her. She's not doing it as a job. She sees the impact it's having on people's lives, and I think that's the drive that continues to drive her in doing those things that she does when she's involved in service organizations. Well, I think, a personal experience of watching Deborah and really seeing her exhibit her leadership qualities has been in the recent couple of years. If you look at it's pretty easy for a leader to do a good job when things are good. It's not too hard to be a good leader. But I think what really sets someone apart as an exceptional leader is when they can also lead an organization when things aren't so good. And with the economy and many of the things that United Way has had to deal with recently, Deborah stepped up and walked the talk. She essentially did the things, made the tough decisions that she needed to make, and at the same time kept that compassion that is so important in a good leader that for the people that she was involved with. She had to make some very difficult decisions. Decisions that are not easy to make and impact other people's lives, but in order to continue to be successful in United Way, those decisions had to be made. And so I guess one of the experiences that I'll always remember about Deborah is the way she led United Way during the tough times when things don't come easy, and provided a successful environment and still kept the compassionate side to people and to the organization, to her board of directors, and was able to lead through the more difficult times. Well, I think just in general, Deborah's just a wonderful person. She's well-rounded, she's enjoyable to be around, and again, one of the greatest qualities about Deborah is that she will come into your office and you'll have a discussion, and that's usually with a request, but you won't realize it's a request, and in fact, by the time Deborah leaves your office, you think you've just had a nice visit, and then it hits you that you've just committed to do many things for her. She has a great ability to commit people to support things that are good causes, And you do it because you want to support Deborah as much as you want to support the organization. So it's just a situation where you can never tell Deborah no. She has that ability to interact and communicate with people, and she's just a pleasure to be with. Well, I'd just like to express my sincere congratulations to Deborah. I think that the award is one that fits Deborah perfectly. I think that she exhibits all of the qualities that the Titan Award really exhibits, and I think that I would like to congratulate her and let her know what a pleasure it is to have been affiliated with her in the past, to be committed to continue to work with her in the future, and to thank her for all she's done for the community. I think it often goes unsaid, but I think it's impossible to measure the impact that Deborah and the United Way organization and all of her team and staff, but the impact that they've had on people's lives in our community is tremendous. And so I would just like to thank her for representing all of the people that have been impacted in a positive way by her actions and by her leadership.